It was October 17, 1973. A single announcement from the Middle East turned gas stations dark across the West. Prices soared, tempers flared, and the hum of engines, the sound of modern civilization, fell silent. The world had discovered something terrifying. In the age of machines, the true power didn't belong to nations with the most factories, but to those who controlled the oil beneath the sand. It all began 2 weeks earlier. On October 6, 1973, Egypt and Syria launched a surprise attack on Israel during Yom Kippur, Judaism's holiest day. The world was stunned. The war was short, but its consequences were immense. As the United States rushed to airlift weapons and supplies to Israel, Arab nations saw their chance not on the battlefield, but at the oil fields. They decided to fight not with bullets, but with barrels. On October 17, 1973, the members of OPEC, the Arab members of OPEC, announced an oil embargo against nations supporting Israel, including the United States, Japan, and the Netherlands. In just a few days, the price of oil quadrupled. Western economies plunged into chaos. Gas stations ran dry, long lines of desperate drivers snaked for miles. Closed "No Gas Today" signs became symbols of a world brought to its knees. Factories shut down. Flights were canceled. Even Christmas lights were dimmed to save energy. In the United States, the government imposed a no driving on Sundays rule. In Japan, neon signs that once lit Tokyo nights went dark. And in Europe, people began carpooling, walking, or even roller skating to work. It was more than an economic crisis. It was an identity crisis for the modern world. In Washington, President Richard Nixon and his Secretary of State, Henry Kissinger, struggled to stabilize the crisis. They pressured allies, negotiated with Arab leaders, and even considered military options to seize oil fields. Meanwhile, Arab oil producers realized something extraordinary. For the first time in history, they controlled the fate of the world economy. The embargo ended in March 1974, after months of negotiations, rising tension, and a worldwide recession. But its legacy never faded. Nations began creating strategic oil reserves, investing in nuclear and alternative energy, and rethinking their dependence on fossil fuels. The oil embargo had redrawn the world map, not with borders, but with pipelines. 50 years later, the echo of 1973 still lingers. Every oil crisis, every gas shortage, every geopolitical tension over energy, they all trace back to that single autumn day. The oil embargo didn't just change the price of gasoline. It changed the psychology of power, showing that the modern world could be brought to its knees, not by bombs, but by barrels. Today, we face new crises: climate change, energy wars, and the race for renewables. But the lesson from 1973 remains the same. Dependence always has a price. Because the moment the oil stops flowing, so does everything else.